Do you consider yourself a high achiever? Smart, driven, highly successful? I am so excited to have you. My name is Julia Arndt and I'm the host of the Stress Podcast. I will help you develop your stress resilience the same way you've developed your workplace superpowers. Learn peak performance tools to thrive at work and in your personal life. Let's get started. I have never been a believer in medication, so when I got offered anti-anxiety and antidepressant medication to cure my burnout, I politely declined. I truly believe that if you are experiencing anxiety and depression, it is a clear signal from your body and mind that something in your life is not working the way it's supposed to work. And if you are taking medication, you are only going to cover up the real issues that are going on in your life, and you're not going to resolve them. So in today's video, I want to talk with you about the things that I am doing in order to decrease my anxiety. And I want to share a few different tools with you on what you can do in order to maybe look at what is coming up for you when you are feeling anxious. So let's get started. Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia Arndt and I'm a peak performance coach and stress management trainer. In today's video, I want to talk with you about a super important topic that I have experienced over many years in my own life, which is how to deal and cope with anxiety. I know that if you are watching this video right now, it is because you are trying to find a way of how to feel better about yourself, and I totally understand. First of all, what I want to say, which is super important, is that if you are currently taking medication, it's totally okay. I don't want to tell you that you shouldn't take medication. I'm not a doctor and I'm not going to prescribe you medication or not medication. You obviously have to make your own choices, but I want to share a different opinion with you. Maybe an opinion that is helpful for you in order to help you to maybe see that the medication that you're currently taking is not necessary, because you can deal with it on your own. I have been dealing with anxiety for a couple of years now, and I'm sure I've actually dealt with anxiety for way longer than that, but in 2018, I got officially diagnosed with anxiety, and it was the very first time where I actually had a word to what I was experiencing and feeling. So it was really helpful for me to know, what I'm going through and what I'm experiencing, that feeling in my stomach, the butterflies, nervousness, it's all related to my anxiety. And over the last couple of years, I've been really trying to find ways that work for me in order to help me with my anxiety. When you are experiencing anxiety, you are oftentimes either feeling super concerned about the past, or you are worrying about the future. And the more you do that, the more anxious you might be feeling. And so the first thing that I want you to take away from today's video is that if you are experiencing anxiety, and if you have a super stressful job, for example, or just a stressful life in general, that might actually feed your anxiety. So it is really important that if you are experiencing anxiety, that you are trying to be more in the here and now, and to find ways that actually help you to stay more present, which is obviously sometimes super difficult to do. But I just want to remind you that when we are feeling anxious, it's obviously oftentimes because we are having thoughts on our mind that are either worrying about the past or about the future. So the first thing when you are experiencing anxiety is this one. I want you to accept that you are an anxious person. I actually don't believe that you can cure anxiety. I really believe that you will have probably phases in your life where you feel more anxious, and you will have periods in your life where you feel less anxious. So just accept that you are an anxious person in general, and that you need to find tools and ways on how you can cope with your anxiety. There are so many people in this earth that are anxious people. There are so many famous people that have openly admitted that they are anxious. YouTubers that have admitted and that are openly talking about their anxiety. Like, for example, Matt Davella or Lavender. Everyone is talking about mental health and anxiety because it's a real thing nowadays. So don't feel like you are alone. There are really so many people that are anxious. I am super anxious. You might be super anxious. There are so many other people out there as well that are feeling anxious, and it's totally okay. Don't try to push it away. Don't try to beat yourself up because you're feeling anxiety. It's just going to feed your anxiety. So first of all, just accept that you are an anxious person. And then let's take a look at what you can do in order to really cope with your anxiety. When we are talking about anxiety, I think it's really, really important to talk about the reason why you're feeling anxious. So if you're watching this video right now and you feel super, super anxious, then take a piece of paper and a pen and ask yourself the question, why am I feeling anxious? What makes me feel anxious? What is the situation in my life that is currently making me feel worried? What is a person or who is out there at the moment right now that is making me feel anxious? Because oftentimes, obviously, our anxiety is related to a certain circumstance in our lives. Like I said, it could be a situation, it could be something that is happening at work for you at the moment that makes you feel super worried and super anxious. It could be a person in your life that you're not really happy with and you're really worried about maybe your future together, and that makes you feel really anxious. Whatever it is, identify what is making you feel anxious in the moment. Because here's the thing. If you're trying to kind of push away or shove your anxiety under the carpet, it's not going to help you in the long term. And this is exactly, in my eyes, what medication is doing. You might feel better in the moment. When you're taking the medication, you might feel less anxious and less depressed, and you feel happier and you think everything is better in your life. But honestly, I just don't think that that's really helpful, because in the long term, you still need to look at what is not really working out in your life and what the issue is that is actually bringing up that anxiety. So by identifying what it is that makes you feel anxious, you're already a way bigger step further along the way. So identify what is making you feel anxious. And once you have that, then ask yourself the question, well, can I do something about this right now? Can I take action on this? Is that something that I can influence and that I can change? And obviously, if the answer is yes, then maybe brainstorm a few ideas of what you can do in order to resolve or tackle that situation. If it is something that is a little bit more out of your control, which is something that I am dealing with on a regular basis as well, honestly, which really creates anxiety for myself, then you need to find tools in order to manage your anxiety and obviously your thoughts as well. Because at the end of the day, it's our thoughts that create that fight or flight response, the stress response in our bodies, and that make us feel even more anxious, right? The more we think about it, the more we feel anxious, and the more we feel anxious, the more we are creating these chemical transmitters in our bodies that are signaling to our thoughts that we're really, really anxious. And so it's just kind of that really bad cycle that makes our anxiety worse and worse. So again, if there's something in your life that you can't control right now, I think that you need to just find ways of how to manage your thoughts, and at the same time, obviously, your anxiety as well. And that is the third part that I want to talk with you about in today's video. So let's jump right in. Okay, so let me share a couple of cool tools with you of how I have been managing my anxiety over the last couple of years. One of the things that made me most anxious was when I was waking up in the morning, which a lot of people might be able to relate to this actually, maybe some people might not, but I felt most anxious in the morning right when I got up, or right when I woke up. I was laying in bed and the first thing that popped into my head were things about work, things that I have to take care of, people, circumstances, situations. I would usually just roll over to my bedside table, take my phone in my hand and start scrolling through all of my messages, my emails, my social media. And before even getting up, I would feel super anxious. And so that was actually the first biggest thing that I changed in my life in order to manage my anxiety, and it really, really helped me. I created a morning routine where in the first hour in the morning, I would not check any messages. I would leave my phone on my bedside table where it belonged, and I just really made sure to take care of myself and my own energy levels. And if you want to learn more about a morning routine, you can check out this video here, because I talk a lot in this video about what I'm actually doing in order to start my day. But to shorten it up, or to give you some insight into what I was doing, was really the biggest thing: not checking my phone, not checking my messages, not feeding my anxiety with that, but really taking some time for myself to recharge my batteries in the morning, to calm my nervous system, because I was prone, and I am still prone to feeling anxious in the morning. So I would sit down and I would journal, which is one of the first tools that I want to share with you today, because really journaling about my thoughts and what's going on up here has really helped me to kind of release and relax about the things that are going on in my life, and to really recognize, okay, what are the things that I can change, and what are the things that I need to let go of, that I need to surrender to, in order to just let go of my anxiety as well. So journaling is like still one of my favorite things on the planet that I'm doing on a daily basis in order to help myself when I'm feeling anxious. The second thing that really helps me when I'm really feeling super anxious is to go outside in nature, either just for a walk or even exercising. I know that you can all relate to this when I say this, like feeling in my stomach, right? All of these butterflies, feeling super nervous all the time. Sometimes it's so hard to control this, and so going outside in nature and exercising has really helped me to feel better about myself. So sometimes I take my bike, sometimes I go for a run, sometimes I just walk my dog, and all of these different things usually help me to really decrease my anxiety. Honestly, thinking about this while I'm talking about this here in the video, I think the biggest thing really is exercise that helps me to decrease my anxiety levels, which obviously totally makes sense, because you're basically in fight or flight the whole time when you are experiencing anxiety. So when you are exercising, you actually help your body to break down some of these hormones that are flowing around in your body. So exercise can be a super powerful thing to do in order also to get out of your head and focus on something else, right? Because that is oftentimes what we are doing. We are stuck in our head. We're just sitting there thinking, feeling super unhappy, and getting into these cycles and ruminating about the things that we are unhappy about in our lives. So in order to prevent this from happening, the next time you are feeling super anxious, force yourself to go outside. My grandma always says, every walk helps, and it usually really helps you to manage your thoughts a little bit better. The third tool that I want to share with you that has been super helpful for me is meditation. And if you have been paying attention to the videos that I recently published, I have been a super big critic on meditation for many years, and I've only recently started with meditation because I have been in these really strong negative thought cycles. I've been experiencing a lot of anxiety, and I needed a new tool in order to help me get out of that kind of thinking cycle. And so I thought, okay, why not? I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna get into meditation. And I was reading a book by Joe Dispenza called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, where he's really breaking down meditation. And it has tremendously helped me over the last 2 months, and I've been feeling so much better and so much more positive. If you want to learn more about meditation and the biggest learnings I've had since I started, make sure to check out this video. And I really believe in meditation today, because it really helps me to kind of watch my thoughts and then steer my thoughts into something more positive, which is definitely a process and definitely a practice and a skill that I'm way far away from mastering. But I really believe in the process. I really believe in discipline and just doing things over and over again. And obviously, sometimes I have good days, sometimes I have bad days, but I'm trying to do my meditations no matter if I have a good day or a bad day. So meditation can really help you to relax, calm down, and master your anxiety. Another thing that I really believe is helpful is to talk with other people about how you're feeling. So share with your loved ones, share with your friends or with your family members how you are feeling and maybe even how they can support you. Maybe they can even help you to talk with you through a couple of things that make you feel anxious, and they can help you find solutions to the problems that you're currently experiencing. Again, oftentimes when we're experiencing anxiety, we think that we are all alone in the world and nobody will understand us, but it's really not the case. It's super, super important that you are recognizing that you are not alone and that you can do something about your anxiety. So share it with your loved ones, because even when just somebody tells you that they've been feeling the same way, then you might feel a little bit better about yourself. So don't hesitate to tell your loved ones how you are feeling. And finally, something that I already mentioned at the beginning of going into all of these different tools is disconnecting from your phone. I really believe that we're spending way too much time on our phones, and it's really feeding our anxiety because we are comparing ourselves with others. We think we might need to be further on in our lives and maybe we are not. And that can create a lot of anxiety, right? So I think it's really powerful to mindfully disconnect from your phone on a regular basis. Once a day, twice a day, in the mornings, in the evenings, during the day, whatever it is that works for you. Just be mindful that you're not constantly checking your phone. It's super unhealthy. You need to live your life in the here and now. And when you are on your phone, you're kind of not in the here and now, right? Because you are watching other people, what they're doing, or you're checking emails, or you're messaging with friends. And you know, it's obviously also part of our lives, and we have to spend a little bit of time doing that, right? Especially when, like me, for example, I live very far away from my family in Germany. And so obviously I need to spend some time to talk to them, but it's also important to really just take time for yourself. So like I said before, the biggest difference it made for me when I was feeling so anxious in 2018 was to start my day without my phone. It made the biggest difference. It made me feel really good about myself, honestly. And you might think right now, oh my God, this is super difficult, but it's actually not. Once you're doing it and you feel how much better you feel, then it will be really easy for you to continue doing it in the future. If you want to learn more about notifications and what kind of notifications you can turn off in order to feel a little bit better about yourself, I've also done a video about that. Check it out here. And I think that's all I wanted to share with you today. So one more time, if you are feeling super anxious, medication might not be the solution. At least I believe so. You can take medication. Maybe you are going through really strong emotions, but then don't just take the medication and don't look at the issues and problems that you have in your life, because the medication is not going to cure that. The medication is not going to take care of your life. You need to do it on your own. You need to start looking at the problems and issues that you have that actually create that anxiety and start working on it. And then you can really start decreasing your anxiety, hopefully over the long term. You'll probably never be able to cure it, and that's okay, because we're all human beings and we're all going through cycles of high and low anxiety. So I really do hope that you found this video helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, any ideas of how you have been managing anxiety, please leave me a comment down below. I'm always super happy to hear from you. And with that said, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope to see you in the next one.